Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of a brand new series. Today we are playing some modded Minecraft. Yes, I've been dying to do this for such a long time. I haven't played modded for quite a while because Vanilla's been so good with the updates. I haven't played any modded. But we are playing in Minecraft 1.16.1 and I couldn't believe which mods were available for it. I didn't think there'd be anything yet beyond a few utilities, but there's loads. Now, I'm not playing any particular mod pack. This is something that I've put together. It is basically just a few of my favourite mods that I thought would work really well together. And I have played tested it briefly in another world. And I got really excited, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to start a new world and we'll start recording. So, I've started in Mushroom Island, which is next to a desert, which isn't ideal. I'm, at the minute, just running around like a headless chicken trying to find a tree. Because even though we're playing modded, we have to start out like it's vanilla. We need trees, we need cobblestone, we know all the basic stuff, so let's find a tree. Right, we've got some over here, let's go to this. Right, so the reason I'm not playing a mod pack is basically, I don't know what's available at the moment. As it's brand new, this is the current version of vanilla Minecraft as well, there probably won't be much out yet. Now, I'm sure someone will correct me on that, but as far as I know, there isn't anything. Because the advantage I find when you only have a few mods is you get to really appreciate what those mods can do and play them to the fullest. So, I haven't mentioned yet what we've got. Now, we've got my favourite mod. My favourite type mod is Mekanism. It's an absolute beast. Some of the things you can do with it is crazy. Industrial Foregoing, which I have added as well because I love that for all the the mob stuff you can do with that mod. And then Immersive Engineering is available, but I thought there was a bit too much of a crossover, so I decided not to include that one. So the main two tech mods we're going to be going with is Mekanism and Industrial Foregoing. So if you have a quick look in JEI, you can see what else we've got. So for those of you that are new to modded, I am going to try and explain a lot of the modded stuff as much as I can, and if I do skip over anything, please let me know. So over here, you'll see on the right, we've got all these blocks. Now this shows us everything in the game that can be crafted or found or otherwise. And the first, I think it's 7 pages, is all just vanilla Minecraft. So there shouldn't be anything in here from mods. And then once we get past that, we're getting to the more interesting stuff. So you can see we've got Cooking for Blockheads, which is a great mod for when you've got like the advanced food stuff and you've got silly recipes that you don't want to be doing manually in a crafting bench. This really helps with that. And then some of the decoration blocks that go with that mod. We also have the elevator mod, which is great. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point, but not just yet. I've mentioned Industrial Foregoing, so these are all the crazy machines from there. We've got iron chests. One of the great challenges and one of the most fun things in modded for me is storage. So every storage mod I could find, I added that in. So we've got iron chests, and then we've got all the mechanism stuff down here, and there is tons of this. All the machines, and all the tools we've got up here as well. And then still mechanism, we've got all the energy cubes, the pipes, and the pipes and the stuff, and the tanks. And then we've got all the liquids as well. And then we've got some of the plastic as well from Mekanism, which I've never used it before, so that could be quite interesting. And then we've got the tools from Mekanism as well. And then beyond that, we've got the Pam's foods that have been added, so this could be interesting to do some of that. And then right on the bottom, we have got refined storage. You got to have digital storage when you play modded. And then another one of my favorites, storage drawers. You can't beat storage drawers, it's great. And then we've got the backpacks as well. So it's nice and simple. Right, so the first thing we need to do, keeping it very vanilla, just craft up your basic crafting bench and basic tools. Right, so we're just going to go for a pickaxe and get some cobblestone. What we're aiming for straight away is our first modded tool, which is a paxel. Now, if you haven't heard what a paxel is, this is a tool added by Mekanism, and it is a combination of a shovel, an axe, and a pickaxe. So you just put them all together, and it really helps with your inventory and hotbar management, because you just have that one tool that can do everything. What we can also do in here, if we don't know the recipe for something, we can just type it in. That comes like that. So we've got a stone paxel. If we click on that, it shows us the recipe. And if we've got everything, we can click on this button here and it'll put everything into the crafting bench for us. But because we've got a stick missing, we just need to craft that first. And if we do it again, click that button, we have our first modded tool, which is a stone pixel. So this thing is great. So as you can see, it can dig dirt as fast as a shovel, but if we also come down here, it's also the same speed as a stone pickaxe, which is great. So it's all just one tool. Because I've been yammering on for so long, it is now night time, which is not brilliant, and I haven't got any food. So what I could do, yep, let's go get some kelp. Oh, there's a baby thingamajig, and I haven't even got a sword. I'm gonna have to use this eye. I suppose it'll have the same attack strength as an axe, which is good. There we go. First one. Alright, let's get plenty of kelp, because it is a really, really rubbish food. But it's good for early game, isn't it? So let's get plenty of this. Oh, we've got mobs up here already. This isn't going well, is it? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, creeper. Right, I think I'm just going to swim out here. Let's just spend the night in the ocean. Right, I think what I'm going to do is just have a little bit of a dig underground, see if I can find any caves. Just wait this night out. We're nearly there now, so I'll do a bit of that, and I'll bring you back if I find anything interesting. And I suppose this counts as interesting. I've just dug this little staircase here, and straight into the first bit of iron. Very nice. That's the thing about modded. You do tend to go through a lot of resources. Now, iron is very useful in vanilla, but with these mods anyway, especially with Mekanism, you need tons of iron, and you need a lot for refined storage as well. So very good find straight away, but I think that's all going to be used for tools. And these are our first modded ores as well. So we've got the copper from Mekanism and the uranium ore from Mekanism as well. There you go, first bits of iron cooked up. So I haven't got enough to make a paxel, so we'll just have a pickaxe for now and get on with a bit more mining. Right, I found a decent sized cave down there, but as I don't have any wood, I can only make 4 torches. So these haven't grown yet. This is not going well, but I have noticed across here I can see a few more trees. It looks like a savanna, so I don't have any wood to make a boat, so I'm going to swim over here and get a bit more wood. Alright, so it's night time again. Got no choice but to explore this cave, and there's a skeleton right there, and I don't have any armor. This could be bad. Die. Alright. That's a lot of zombies. I really need to get a decent sword soon as well. That's better than nothing. No, I can hear a skeleton there. I don't want that. I'm just trying to get some coal. I just want some coal. Right, hopefully I can grab a bit of this. I think I need to get out of here, don't I? Not that I'm scared, but... well, yeah, I'm scared. Why does early game Minecraft have to be so terrifying? See, I want to get into some modded stuff today, but I'm just running around in caves trying to get coal. Oh, not another one. Thanks for that. Let's just get the iron. That's all we need for now. I'll get back up. Right, so we've made it to daytime again, and we're still alive somehow. I don't know how, but we need to get a move on now. Right. We can't be using this thing. This is a furnace. This is vanilla. What happens when I put iron in there and cook it? I get one. I get one measly ingot for each iron ore. That's not how we do modded. Now, one of the great things about tech mods is they give you the ability to at least double your ore. So there's usually a method for taking a piece of iron ore and turning it into 2 ingots. What Mekanism allows you to do is, through a very complicated process, you can turn it into 5 ingots for each iron ore that you get. Now, that is a real long process, but there is a process for each stage. So you can double it, triple it, quadruple it, and then quintuple it. Is that the right word? Yep. So what we're going to aim for, and what I want to get done in this episode at least, is to be able to start doubling our ore. That is the plan. Now, obviously to do that, we need a few machines, and what we need is a energized smelter to cook it. I don't think I've got it up here. Let's have a look. So if we just type smelter in here, we've got the energized smelter. So that's what we need. Now, it's a bit of a complicated recipe, and we need basic control circuits, which we need another machine, a metallurgic infuser to make that. We need to get some osmium, and also we need some steel casing. So for that, we need to get the process of making steel going. Now again, that is with the metallurgic infuser, I believe. Yep. So we need coal and iron in a metallurgical infuser. But we'll go through all that. And also, because we're using machines, we need to set up some power as well. So the great one for Mekanism early game is the wind generator. But before we can do that, we actually need the metallurgical infuser and we need power before we can use this form of power. So the one we need to do is, I think it's called a heater. Yeah, this thing's heat generator. Now this can all just be crafted. Doesn't need anything fancy. And then you can put solid fuel in there or a bucket of lava, and that will generate power that you can use to power the machines that you could then use to make the wind generator. So yeah, it's a bit complicated. I'm going to grab those things now, and hopefully we can get this set up very, very soon. Well, it had to happen, didn't it? There I was, minding my own business, get blown up from behind. Thanks, Creeper. Brilliant. And because I hadn't set my spawn. Oh, that's good. But at least I can follow this and get my stuff back. Brilliant. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice this first time. See, this is the great thing about playing in 1.16 with modded. You've got all the new stuff that you forget about and modded on top of that as well. I'll take this. This is brilliant. Oh, it's got a bit of armor now in it. Oh, that's case of binding, isn't it? Right, I don't want that one. I'll probably do that by accident. Right, let's get our stuff back. Okay, should just be around the corner. And hopefully there's no nasties. I can hear a skeleton. Come on, come on. I've got loads of good stuff on it. Alright, oh god. This, I thought I had a... Where's my Paxel? I had an iron Paxel as well. Where's that gone? Oh, there's stuff there. Oh, not again. For God's sake. Okay, take two. Let's try this again. Forget all our stuff back this time. The thing is, the only thing I didn't pick up, that second creeper will have got it all. I'll hit him with a hoe. Right, I've got armor. I've got armor. I can do this. I've got a sword. I've got a sword. Alright. Alright, you're stuck there. That's good. Come on. No, I think that's it. Right. I'm going to get going. I've had enough. See, when I started this world, I thought, yeah, I'll play a bit of modded. Let's get overpowered in a few hours. It'll be nice. It'll be great fun. No mobs will be able to get me. And all I've done so far is die. Right, we're not messing about now. No more caving. I've dug a shaft down to bedrock level. And as you can see, it's flat. That's another one of the mods I've added. And what we're down here for is this stuff. I need a bit of redstone. So I'm just going to collect this, and hopefully I think that's enough to start crafting our first machines. So let's get back up there and get on with it. Okay, so I'm a little bit safer now. I've dug out a little area above that shaft where I've been mining and moved everything that we had over there on the shore down here. So the mob should leave us alone down here to get on with this. So the first thing we want to craft is this heat generator. I've got everything we need for that now. I've smelted up everything and there we go. Heat generator. First modded machine. Excellent. Now, if we just place this down, there's two ways you can use this. You can either put fuel in here, so that can be coal or a bucket of lava, something like that, but it does eat through it really quickly. Or what you can do is put this in lava. So if it's surrounded by lava, and I think the more sides it has lava on, the more power it generates. But it is really low when you do that. It's very low power. So as we're only using it temporarily, I'm going to put some coal in it, and hopefully that'll do enough for what we need. What we're trying to do now is craft the wind generator. And what we need for that, let's have a look, is these things, the infused alloy. So to get those going, we need redstone in a metallurgical infuser, and then iron. And that makes these. And the other thing we need is the basic control circuit, which again is done in a metallurgical infuser with redstone, so that's nice and convenient. And then it's just an osmium ingot instead. And then these things, it's just gold, redstone, and the infused alloy. So that shouldn't be a problem. So the next thing we need to craft is, I suppose, the metallurgical infuser. So let's just grab the stuff for that. Okay, so I've got everything we need for that now. So if we just click here and craft this up, there we go. So this green section here, this is where the power is output, and this is where you would normally attach a cable, but as we don't have cables at the minute, we're very, very poor, we're just going to put this on there, and any power that's produced should just go into this. So, what we need now is redstone, and I think we're going to need one osmium ingot, and we'll take a few pieces of iron as well. We'll do as much as we can of that. So, the way these infusers works, you first need to fill it up with what you're going to infuse it with. So we'll just put the redstone in there, and that gives us a little bit in there. Now if we put the osmium ingot in, actually we need to power it, don't we? So let's take the coal and put that into here, and then that'll start powering this. Now this is going to eat through that really quickly. See, that's going down straight away, so I think we're definitely going to need to put some more in there. So there we go, that's our basic control circuit. And then we'll just put the iron in, and that'll do the same. And we're going to need some more redstone as well. So just grab this and put that into there. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for these alloys to finish, and we'll get on with crafting the wind generator. Right, these are getting there slowly. I've got 3 out of the 5 that I need, but this thing is eating through my coal. So what I've done, as you can see, I went and got a bucket of lava. Now this, hopefully, should last a little bit longer. Enough to get those 2 done anyway. More bucket of lava, just going like that. Wow. Okay, more coal it is. Thank you. Right, so that is pretty much everything we need to start crafting the wind generator. Apart from, I need 6 pieces of gold, which I've got. But there's a block of gold back at the mushroom mound on top of that abandoned portal. So once it's daytime, I'm going to go grab that. But for now, I think I'll just do a little bit more mining, and you never know, I might find some gold. Okay, didn't have any luck with the mining, so I've come back to the mushroom island, and I'll just grab this. Hopefully, where did that go? There we go. Right, let's get back over there and get this wind generator finished. Right, I think we're finally ready to do this now. So let's start crafting this wind generator. So what do we need? We need to craft 2 of these energy tablets. And I haven't crafted the gold. Okay. So I'll craft 2 of these energy tablets. There we go. Now we should be able to do this. Yes, there we go. First proper passive power. Okay, so this has used up everything in here. So what ideally we want to do is have this as high up in the world as we can. But for now, I'm just going to take it up to the surface because it does need sky access. And I'm going to take this as well. And I'm also going to take some coal. So all I need to do now is start crafting up the steel. Okay, so we're back up at the surface. So let's just place our wind generator down. And as you can see, that is now generating power. Just sat there, generating power. That's great. So we don't need to use any fuel anymore. So if we put our energetic infuser in front of it, you see that has filled up instantly. So we can put the iron in, and that'll use up the rest of this redstone. So what I want to do is actually replace that with coal. Now I could just press this button here, and that would get rid of all the redstone, but I don't want to waste it. So we'll use it up. There's not a lot left. And then we'll put the coal into here, and then that can turn this into the enriched iron. And then we'll put the enriched iron back into here with the coal, and that'll give us steel. Or give us steel dust, and then we can cook that, and we'll get the steel ingots. So that steel is now cooked, so we can take that. And while I was waiting for that, I've been on a little adventure, and first thing I did, I found some sheep, because I was sick of all the mobs and not being able to sleep through the night. So I got some wool, and then as soon as I got that, I saw this village. So I went around this village, stole a bed, as you do, and then I raided some of the chests, got some decent stuff out of there, mainly food. Which is handy for now until I get my own food set up. And then, I didn't show that here, but I also took the hay bales and the melons. So, as I didn't need the wool, what I decided to do was craft up this thing here, the sleeping bag, which is a fantastic little addition. I've got the bed down there in a little starter base, which is where I've set my spawn. But when it's night time, and I'm out adventuring, I can just right click with this, and I can sleep, but it doesn't change where my spawn is set. And for me, that's down there, so this is great to have, and I'll have it on me at all times. We've got a little bit more coal in here, so we probably should just use that up, because I didn't actually show this process. So we'll put the iron in with the coal, and what this will do, it'll turn it into enriched iron. And then once that enriched iron is finished, we can put it back in, and then I'll turn it into the steel dust, which we've got here. So actually, while that's happening, we can cook up this steel. So put the steel in there, simple as that. Okay, so we've got the enriched iron here, and we've got left in there. Yeah, we can just put that in there, and now this will turn that into the steel dust. Okay, so what we're crafting now is the energized smelter and the enrichment chamber. So the energized smelter is basically a fancy furnace. This just cooks stuff just like a furnace does, but instead of using fuel, it uses power, which is great. So we're not wasting our fuel like this. And it's 10 tonight now, so I can use my sleeping bag. Yes, there we go. No more nasties. Right, so the steel is cooked up, and I've just done 6 for now, but there is a reason for that. So the first thing we're going to do is craft up the energized smelter, and to do that, we need to craft the steel casing first. Also, I thought while I'm at it with the steel, I could also craft up the basic cables. So these are the basic universal cables. Now, there's lots of cables and tubes and all kinds of stuff in Mekanism, and there's different levels as well. These are just the basic ones, so the first tier, and they do go up. I think there's 4 levels of them, but the one we want is the basic universal cable, and this is the one for transferring power. So if we just click on that, it is very simple, just 2 steel and 1 redstone dust. So if we just craft that, we get 8 of those. Okay, so that's brilliant. So now we can connect that to this, and it can connect it to a few machines. Okay, so got those last bits of steel, and there's a little bit of carbon left in there, but if we just get rid of that, we can add in a bit of redstone, because now what we need is to put a little bit of osmium in there. I think we need 4, and then that'll get us our basic control circuit. So we'll just wait for those to finish. Okay, so those are now finished. So last step, just a little bit of crafting. So we're doing the energized smelter. Simple as that. There we go. So if we put this one, actually we can get rid of this now as well. Don't need a furnace anymore, apart from crafting. So we'll put that there. And actually what we'll do, we'll move this one back. So actually move it up one as well. Higher the better. And then what we can do, if we shift click on here, we can connect these cables up. I love the look of these things, they're so cool. Right, so now both of those are connected. As you can see, this green bar here represents how much power the machine has got. So that smelter is great. So what we can do now is put the rest of the steel in there, and that'll cook that up. Now, it is really slow, but what we can do eventually is craft some upgrades. And we can put speed upgrades in there, and also energy upgrades to make this not use as much power, because once you get the speed upgrades in, it uses tons of power. So you put the energy upgrades in to balance that out, and then we can also put a muffling upgrade in as well, which avoids this horrible noise, because once you've got loads of machines running a Mekanism, it's a hell of a racket. Okay, so I've got the 4. Now we should be able to craft up the enrichment chamber. So we need to do the steel casing first. Let's do that. And then for the enrichment chamber, here we go. Right, so we can put that next to that, and that should be working. Right. Okay, so what does an enrichment chamber do? Well, it does 2 things. So we've got this redstone in here. Now, what we did was put the redstone into this slot, and it filled it up. But what we can do, I don't need it right now, but I'll show you anyway. If we put redstone in here, this will refine the redstone, and means that we get more bang for our buck when we put it into the metallurgic infuser. So we've got enriched redstone now. So when we put that into there, we'll get more than we would just by putting a piece of redstone in, which is brilliant. Now, the other thing this does, this is the first step to ore doubling. Right, so I'll just grab some iron ore. So what we'll do as an example, we'll just put 1 in here and see what happens. And again, this can be upgraded with the speed upgrades as well. And look, we've got 2 iron dust. So if we now put that into the energized smelter, we get 1 iron ingot for each iron dust. So that's it. It's as simple as that. Ore doubling in Mekanism, so simple. You just need 2 machines and a little bit of power. Obviously, we don't want to be putting it in there, taking it out, and then putting it in. But what this allows us to do is transfer between machines automatically. So this little button at the top left is this side config. What we need to do, these, when you see left, right, top and bottom, it's as you look at it, not as if you are the machine. So the left is this side, right is this side, top, etc. Okay, so what we want to do is turn the left side to output, and then if we also need to click this button for auto eject. So now anything that is cooked in here, or sorry, finished in here in this blue slot, should go automatically into the smelter. So let's see if that works. No, it did not. Alright, do I need to do one here as well? That's output, right. So if I set that to input, yeah, see, that's already gone through. There we go. So that is automatically going straight through there. So what we can do to automate this even further is have this output to a chest. So you can put this on any side, but if I just put this on this side, and then go to the config and set this side to output, and turn auto eject on, that item will automatically be put into there, which is brilliant. So these machines can output directly to chests. Unfortunately, they can't input directly from chests, but there is a way around that. So what we need is a basic logistical transporter. Now for these, we need another control circuit. So we've already got some redstone in here. I put an osmium ingot in there, and then we have got a couple more steel left, which is great. So let's just craft these up. I'll put them there so we don't get them confused. Because that's there, we'll just do it on top for now. Okay, so we'll put that chest there. Anything we put in should come out. But what we need to do, we need to set this pipe to extract items out of this chest. And to do that, we need to craft the wrench tool from Mekanism, which I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It's the configurator. So we need to do a little bit more crafting. So let me just get the resources together for this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got everything we need for that now. So let's get this crafted up. So firstly, we need the energy tablet. Now we've got just enough gold to do that. And then finally, the configurator. So this has lots of different modes, and to cycle through them, you hold down your shift key and use your mouse wheel. And what we want is configure items. Okay, so if we go to this pipe here, look at the top of it, hold down shift and right click, that'll change it to push, and if we do it again, that'll change it to pull. So anything we put in here, so I'm going to put all the ores in there, will automatically go into this enrichment chamber. So now that is it. That is completely automated now. So when we go mining, we can just dump our ores into this. They'll get sucked down into the enrichment chamber, and then once this is free, these will transfer across into the smelter, and then once they've cooked, they'll go to the chest. That's it. That's all doubling. So after a bit of a rocky start, we got where we needed to be. I got the plan done for today, which was to get the ore doubling setup finished. So that's brilliant. Very happy with that. But unfortunately, it's that time. I'm going to have to end the episode there. So I will put the list of mods in the description, and I will also leave the world CD just in case you want to play along. And if you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.